Hello everyone, I am ENO OLOKPO. I'm an artist and a storyteller, and author of the children's picture book, The Bowl of Rice, a must-have for children. A heartwarming story about the importance of finding one's aroma, one's purpose, one's value. The book is a short read that also teaches young readers the importance of helping each other achieve their dreams. Now today I'm here to introduce to you another exciting read, JEGEDE Face. The book JEGEDE Face is a mnemonic adaptation of a popular Nigerian 70s sitcom, The New Masquerade, about a witty local hero Prince JEGEDE Shokoya, later coined Baba JEGEDE by children of the 70s to 80s who came up with a rhyme to remember and make fun of Baba JEGEDE's iconic African mask-like features. With the rapid passing away and fade of stories native to us, bringing back an old relic, a legend more familiar to my parents' age grade, is going to be of great benefit to this modern generation, which tend to look outwards for treasures that can easily be found around and amongst them. And that is why, as a children's book author and advocate for African originality, it is only fair to reintroduce to the present generations the wonders and mystery that is Baba JEGEDE, passed down to me by my parents in the finest form of literature, song. Now, the mnemonic is the lyrical summary of one of the New Masquerade's greatest characters, JEGEDE. JEGEDE's life, his antics, his features, and all others were one of the best inspirations for the book. There are many things we will agree that are universal. The only difference, I think, is in the fact that each one is just a variation, usually just a variation of another. For example, a mother's love, the need for food, water, shelter, and laughter, and children. Children of the world are all quite intrigued by a lot of things. This is easily deduced from the fact that children can be pleased much more easier than adults. The thing is, you just have to be creative enough to educate and entertain. Hence the theory that if my father, a boy in the 80s, could enjoy Baba JEGEDE as much as he and his peers did then an 8-year-old today might as well. So I just have to switch it up, work on the old foundation to build a new house, and there you have it. That was simply how I was able to spin a new story from an old favorite. I wrote JEGEDE Face I wrote an illustrated JEGEDE Face not only to honor the Nigerian Television Authority and their popular 70s sitcom, The New Masquerade, but to encourage children from all over the world to tell their own stories that are native to them, stories that are as relatable as pidgin slangs, which were used in the book to add spice, color, and originality. Now, this little piece of literature which I wrote was to help make children feel more confident about their creativity and how they choose to express it. It doesn't have to be as perfect as Mickey Mouse or as perfect as Cinderella. It can just be you, no matter how big or small, however wide or wonky or silly or serious that it is yours, and it is special enough, and you deserve to tell it. Your stories deserve to be heard. That is the message I'm sending to the children of Africa, to the children of the world, to children who will eventually come to read this book. The world deserves to know your story. Every African mask tells a story. The markings and the ornaments, however they may appear, are all elements of this story. So, with that being said, if you or anyone you know is in a position to support this cause, to support the publication and or distribution of the JEGEDE Face book, please contact us. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big for these children, for a random child on the street, for your child at home, for your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, your neighbors' children, or even the children struggling, the displaced children in IDP camps struggling right now. Yes, they may have food, yes, they may have water and basic necessities like shelter, and people come to check in on them, but their minds also need to be cultivated as much as their bodies. Their minds that have been so traumatized, they need something to be a character. The character feels relatable, and if the character feels relatable enough, you tend to learn from that character, and that is the technique we are using for these children, and that is why I wrote the book Jegede Face. You can also share this message if it is not in your power right now to send us a donation. You can share this message as much as you can to any groups you are part of. It needs to reach a wider audience. Our children's stories need to be heard. Thank you very much for watching this video.